Today we're looking at a nice big carryover at Santa Anita. So we're going to start right off with the pick 6. Should be probably around, my estimations, about 4 million in there today. Good Saturday afternoon card. Starting off with a tricky race to handicap, these $10,000 claimers. I had 2 horses in this race. Both of them looking at a 3-to-1 shot and a 7-to-2 shot. Flip the penny and satellite. In these kind of races anyone can win, but what are you going to do? You're going to go with the most consistent horse and a horse who's put up the fastest numbers, and in this case it's Flip the Penny. So he's the top pick here with satellite second. Race 5, we're looking at a $25,000 maiden claimer. A little better race. I actually like 2 horses in this race as well. The 8 is my top pick, Thornmark, and this is a horse coming out of a little better class race. The previous race has a good work, 2 works back, and is the #1 prime power on the Brisnet sheets. So looking at that horse, he also has the fastest closing time, closing speed figures in the field. Also like a 15-to-1 shot in this race, Olympic Force. If you look 2 races back against the same company, was only beaten 2 lengths and was very close, was outkicked a little bit in that race, and the horse has 2 incredible workouts. A Bullet 1 out of 76.58, 5 furlong, and a 112 and 2, 6 furlong work. And even the work before that was a 58. So I'm looking at Olympic Force on my ticket at the morning line of 15-to-1. Next race, I started off with 3 horses, and I whittled it down to 2 for my pick 6. The 3 horses were the 3, 8, 9. For my ticket, I'm only going to be playing the 3 and the 8. Chimera Star, looking at horse with, seems to be running against the better horses as compared to this competition in this race. He is the #1 prime power again, and coming out of a little better class, dropping down. Horses won $57,000, which is a lot more than the rest of this field here. And I also like 8, Winky. This horse has 12 starts, only 1 victory, but looking at throwing this horse into my picks, he had a 83 speed figure 2 races back on the turf. Now coming back up to the all-weather track, so I'm not sure how the horse will react, but I like the 3 with the 8, and then the other horse I liked in here, the 9, has the early speed, so we may be able to set up a scenario where the 9 gets out in front and is able to steal the race. But for my ticket, you could even probably solo the 3 there if budget become a concern. Next race, I like the 5-to-2 shot Her Mozart, which is the 6 horse. The horse seems to be in very good shape, working good, is in a upward, moving in the forward lead direction. I think in terms of running, was a $260,000 Keeneland September purchase in 07, and was only beaten 2 lengths last race back against 12 horses. And I watched the race. This horse was steady in the lane, had some bumping throughout the race. So you got Bob Baffert, Zayat Stables, Corey Nakatani looking to break the maiden on Her Mozart, and so I soloed that horse on my pick 6. The other horse I had in there was Oscar Bound. So if you have a little bigger budget, that horse could be played with Bejarano riding. He was only beaten 2 lengths in 109 at Hollywood Park a few weeks ago. $110,000. The $6,000 breeding fee, $110,000 purchase. So the 11 could be played as well if you got the funds for it. Race 8, I like Cowboy Cal in the stakes race here today. This is a very consistent horse. We're going back to a poly track, which the horse got beaten only a neck in the bluegrass. Actually should have won that race at let's see here, 8-to-1. And then the only bad race on his resume is the Kentucky Derby, which you can always throw out a race like that. Horse was close all the way until the top of the stretch and just spit the bit from there. And then based on just class and the type of races the horse runs against, you got to have well armed on your ticket as well. But for me, to chop my ticket up, I went with the 4-to-1 shot Cowboy Cal in the San Pasquale. And then the last race here, I have Leave the Door Open and Tom Quinn as my two picks. 13 and a 10. The 13 being the top pick. Of the two top speed figures again in this race, and running against the better class company, and seems to be a consistent performer. So we're going to go with the 13 horse. Leave it open. Now I also added again Tom Quinn on my ticket. So my race 4 got the 4-8, race 5 got the 8-5, race 6 got the 3-8, race 7 6, race 8 the 4, and race 9 the 13 and 10. That's a $32 pick 6 ticket for Saturday, January 10th, 2009, Santa Anita pick 6 carryover.